welcome to this weekly reading. I am excited to be here with you. This is my official welcome to 2022 reading because my year didn't exactly start off as gung ho, as robust, at least in the ways that I had wanted and the way I wanted. So this week, the message that was coming through really, really strongly, and it feels very resonant, is we're coming up against our edge. We're really rubbing against that edge of our comfort zone. And for many of us, it's translating into this feeling of excitement and kind of getting a taste, a glimmer of what is possible for ourselves, for whatever we're really intently focusing on, and for life in general this year. And it is catapulting or wanting, it's creating and inspiring this desire, this drive to want to catapult into that and begin doing something in a real world sort of translation, if you will, of effort where that's concerned. But what is very clear as well is that the inspiration, the hope, the downloads, everything that this Knight of Cups energy represents, it has its light and it has its shadow. So it has this excitement, it has this really like romantic view, this rosy picture of what's possible. And with that, we get this sense of, well, I want to move because that's what nights are all about. I want to start doing, I want to pursue what it is that I'm after. There's nothing wrong with that. But if we don't have some sort of checks and balances, then we run the risk of either A, not really harnessing this energy to its fullest capacity, but also burning out, potentially pushing ourselves into a direction where we're wasting energy. We're doing things that aren't really going to translate into the momentum and the progress that we want. So, though new beginnings are possible, the Empress is here as well. This is all about really making sure that we're nurturing, that we're tapping into that generative, fertile part of ourselves that is fully capable of creating and doing and manifesting anything that she wants. There's no limit. There's a sense that she can spring and give rise to earth all around her in any and every form that they want, this Empress energy. But though a new beginning and though this generative energy is within us and all around us, which it always is, but it's especially highlighted this week, especially with that Knight of Cups, we want to be intentional. The Empress it's not so much that she just sits in a place, an environment, and starts kind of throwing this energy around willy-nilly. There's an intentionality, there's a vision, a desire, this sort of intention that she holds within, that they hold within, that allows them to bring life to the surface through that very intentional, very deliberate direction of that energy or action, etc. So no matter the context, no matter what you are aspiring to accomplish this week, or maybe not even accomplish, let's kind of follow the advice of what was coming through as I was sitting with this energy, and even maybe pull it back with the notion of, okay, what am I starting? What am I putting into motion? It doesn't have to happen all at once. It doesn't have to come to fruition this week. We want to instead just give ourselves permission in the room to begin laying the groundwork, to begin to put the pieces and organize the pieces in such a way that we are showing our commitment, we are showing that we are dedicated to this vision, this purpose, this intention, etc. But we're not kind of sliding into that energy that's a little more murky or murkier of this Knight of Cups energy, where we are just sort of throwing spaghetti at a wall. We're just so excited to move and to do something that we don't have that intentionality, we don't have that deliberateness, and we are instead really kind of wasting the energy that's at our avail this week. So the Temperance card that was also pulled as the final card for the week is a reminder that we want to rub up against the edge of doing and accomplishing and putting forth and directing all of our resources, but we don't want to go to any extreme. We don't want to, you know, tap into that more murky energy of the Knight of Cups and end up throwing spaghetti at a wall any more than we just kind of want to sit in this place of, oh, wouldn't that be fantastic? Wouldn't that be amazing if it happened? Dreaming and not doing, and doing without deliberate intention behind it are sort of the extremes in this spectrum this week. So we want to find that middle ground. We want to find the place where we can commit, we can show up, but we're not throwing spaghetti at a wall. We're not doing to a fault, which again is, a surefire way of going into burnout. But nor are we going to that fault and maybe, inching our way to burnout, but also just kind of pissing away the energy, the very powerful energy that is at our heels, that is at our back and ready to take us forward. So when I tap into this and I really feel into this, the overall sort of summation is that we want to understand that a little goes a long way. We don't have to muscle. We don't have to hop on to the knight's horse and have no idea really where we're going, or rather how we're going to get there. We may know where we're going, but we probably, if we just get on that horse and start riding, we're probably going to miss what could be some very important avenues or routes that would make the path, make our journey from point A to point B much more easeful and graceful and easier, frankly. So, though we have a lot of very potent energy into this week, going into this week and leading us through this week, we do want to make sure we're finding that middle ground that allows us to commit, that allows us to show up, that allows us to begin assimilating and putting together those pieces, but that isn't attempting to do it all at once or thinking as though the end of this week is when it all has to be done. Know that a little goes a long way. Know that this energy is at your avail. And though the energy next week could have a totally different message and be something totally different, this energy, though it's stronger this week and it's going to be a prominent energy, it's always available to us. And what we set into motion, not so much complete, but what we set into motion this week is going to be something that this energy is helping us to carry through for the remainder of the weeks or months or however long it may be, in whatever its context that you need as you direct with deliberate intention this energy. So I hope that this reading helps to give you a very empowered sort of launching pad as you go into this week. I'm wishing you all an amazing week ahead, and I will be in touch soon.